Hey friends, welcome to this video. So I thought I'd start kind of like a series of episodes just talking about a few things related to software development. So I'm a software engineer and I'm currently working at a consulting company called Entelect. And hopefully through these videos, you can get some sort of insight into the life, the work that goes on as a software engineer. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more to it than just coding, there's a lot of different aspects to the job and to the lifestyle. So yeah, I thought I'd just highlight a couple of things. And yeah, I've been with Entelect now, it's 5 years actually. It's been a while. Through the videos I can also share some insights into the company I work for and what I enjoy most about it, what are the good things, the bad things, all those kind of things. Hopefully it gives you some insight into things that you can look out for, if you're going into the job market for the first time, or if you're looking for a better job, those kind of things. It's good to have different perspectives, different opinions, see what other people are doing, other companies are doing. Let's see what we can achieve through it. I thought I'd start off with the topic of remote working. I mean, since COVID, I think, especially if you're in tech or in some sort of tech company or tech role, you know that there's been a large shift towards remote working, and now it's becoming a lot more hybrid in the sense that some companies do want people back in the offices. But I guess it depends and it differs from person to person as well as company to company. I thought I'd just discuss a little bit about my own views or my own preferences in terms of remote working. Off the bat, I really love it. I feel like I'm way more productive at home, in my own space, my own desk set up the way I want it, the monitors, all that sort of stuff. I think the biggest thing is just being in your own space and your own setup, which really helps a lot. With that being said though, the biggest perk of working from home is not having to transport or not having to drive or take the train to and from the office. Such a big time saver. I'm not a fan of driving at all, so for me it's like the best thing ever. So with all the good that there are also some, I guess, side effects, or I don't want to call them negatives because I don't think they're negatives. I think they're just a natural effect of the whole situation. I said I tend to be more productive at home. Maybe let me expand on that. For the last 5 years I've been pretty much remote, with kind of one day in the office per week or so here and there. Maybe plus minus 1 or 2 days in the office. Currently I'm contracted to a mining company, so currently I'm working on mining simulation software. While it's very interesting, it's also quite complex. So I find myself a lot of the time just kind of thinking, like kind of strategizing, investigating. There's a lot of thinking involved as to how to do something, the best way to do something, how to optimize it the best. And the code base is quite a big and complicated code base, so there's a lot of kind of pre-work, pre-thinking and pre-strategizing that goes into something before actually coding something and getting something to work like that. So, and the reason I'm saying this or highlighting this is that being at home, I can kind of, without distractions, really just kind of focus and really think and work through things in order to try to get to some sort of solution, if that makes sense. It's a big part and it helps a lot. Just being comfortable in your own space, having your own space, your own time to really think through things, and part of my everyday sort of work that I do. Office days are a different sort of productive in the sense that it's good to, see your teammates. The team I work with is amazing, so it's really nice to interact with them. We bounce ideas off, so I think it's also like when we get to the office on that one office day, it's kind of like a culmination of stuff we've maybe thought about, we've tried, or we want to discuss. And so then we end up really discussing a lot, exchanging ideas, and the interactions are really good. I don't know if it's just because only that one day, so we try to get as much out of it as we can. Yeah, I feel like it really is productive in that sense, a different kind of productive. But yeah, it's really good to to socialize with the team. I mean, we go out, get lunch together, take walks outside together, those kind of things. So they go a long way as well. Just forming relationships, that sort of thing, which is really nice. So it's also good to get to go through some code and stuff in person, which is really nice. Yeah, just talk through things if we're struggling. Another great thing is that at the Entelect HQ offices in Melrose Arch, they have their own in-house barista. So it's always good to get some hot chocolate or coffee or whatever your preference is. So that's really nice. And it's also a good social aspect, which I quite enjoy when we're in the office with the team. I'm not really here to say what's better or what's worse, i.e. is remote work better or not. I think that's just subjective and it works for some people, some companies, maybe it doesn't work for all. Also depends on the positioning as well as the kind of stuff you're doing, the kind of work that you're doing, obviously. So I think it's best just to see kind of what works for each person. But yeah, I guess it's also company dependent, so do what you have to do. Yeah, the teams I've been on for the last few years have been kind of distributed teams. So there's been people from Cape Town. A lot of the product owners or product people are actually based even overseas. So some from the UK, some from the US. So naturally it didn't make sense for us to kind of go into an office because yeah, we'd still have to have the teams meetings with all these people who are overseas and stuff. So it's still been good even though we've been remote for so long. And yeah, we've still managed to, I think, achieve everything that we wanted to achieve. If not, I think we've done more than we would have if we were having to go into the office every day. So all in all, as I said, I really love the remote work. Cool, so I'm gonna head to the gym. I've got some legs and sprint work which I've got planned. Yeah, I've added in some sprints as well just to kind of keep some speed or develop speed. Yeah, I think it helps with the soccer, helps with running as well. So yeah, maybe I'll highlight or kind of discuss bits and pieces of the workout and the workout routine at some point. Let's get to the gym. But otherwise, thanks for watching. I hope it was useful. And yeah, let's see what we can bring in these episodes. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. A couple of months ago, I had a small blender. The blender connection, the thing that you screw onto the bottle and that goes into the blender, kind of broke off. And apparently that specific blender they don't make anymore, so couldn't really replace it or even fix it. So kind of don't really use a blender, but I did have this stick blender in my cupboard which I use now and then, but I never tried like making a smoothie with it, so I thought, well, let me give it a shot. So yeah, let's see how it turns out. And what do you know, it actually works, so I can have smoothies again.